It is 1999. The world is buzzing with anticipation of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Fans pack theaters, eager to see the return of the galaxy far, far away. But when the lights dim and the screen lights up, a new villain emerges, a horned, red and black-faced Sith Lord with a double-bladed lightsaber. In the shadows of the most iconic lightsaber battle ever filmed, a mysterious warrior moved like liquid lightning, silent, deadly, unforgettable. He didn't speak a word, yet audiences couldn't stop talking about him. Who was the man behind the red and black face paint? Who brought Darth Maul to life and disappeared into the shadows just as fast? From the streets of Glasgow to the battlefields of Naboo, this is the story of Ray Park, the Scottish stuntman turned cult legend, whose real-life journey is even more interesting than the roles he played. Raymond Park was born on August 23, 1974, in Glasgow, Scotland. Growing up in the Govan area, Ray was the eldest of three siblings, a brother and a sister. The rough and rainy streets of Glasgow weren't exactly known for producing martial arts icons, but Ray wasn't like other kids. He grew up watching Bruce Lee films with religious dedication. His father, also a martial artist, was Ray's first hero and biggest supporter. Ray's father was a massive fan of Bruce Lee, the martial art legend. Life in Glasgow was simple, but at the age of 7, everything changed. His family packed up and moved to London, England, setting the stage for a new chapter. Just 7 years old, watching his dad's Bruce Lee movies with wide eyes, dreaming of becoming a hero like the one on screen. That spark ignited something in him. His father introduced him to martial arts, and Ray began training at 7, starting with Hapkido before diving into traditional Shaolin Kung Fu, specifically Nam Pai Chun, at the UK Chin Wu Northern Shaolin School. He also trained in modern Wushu, a Chinese martial art that blends performance and combat. By 14, Ray added kickboxing to his arsenal, showing a dedication that would later define his career. At 15, Ray traveled to Malaysia to hone his skills, immersing himself in the heart of martial arts culture. This wasn't just a hobby, it was calling. Ray wasn't just training for fun, he was competing on a global stage. By 16, he won Great Britain's Martial Arts National Championship for his class, a huge achievement for a teenager. But he didn't stop there. Ray became the first Wushu athlete from Great Britain and Europe to place in the top 7 at the World Wushu Championships in Beijing, China. Imagine that, a kid from Glasgow standing among the best in the world, flipping, kicking and wielding weapons with precision. From 1991 to 1996, Ray was part of the British national Wushu team, traveling the globe and collecting awards. His skills weren't just about fighting, they were about performance, a blend of athleticism and artistry that would later catch Hollywood's eye. But here is a fun fact. Ray's love for movies never faded. Even as he dominated martial arts tournaments, he dreamed of being in films, inspired by the heroes he grew up with. Little did he know, his skills were about to take him from the dojo to the big screen in a way he never imagined. He competed, he pushed, he practiced until the moves felt like breathing. By the time he was a teenager, Ray had already won awards in national competitions and had his eyes set on something more ambitious: Hollywood. The film industry is not kind to outsiders, but Ray did not wait to be invited. By his late teens, Park was already teaching martial arts and finding any way to break into the entertainment world. He started getting minor work in the UK as a stunt-double, including in commercials and TV. His first break? He landed a stunt role in 1997 Mortal Kombat Annihilation. He played multiple characters, using his mastery of movement to fight, flip, and fly through the movie's stylized action. It was there he caught the attention of people in the industry who saw something different. He wasn't just athletic, he was cinematic. His moves had personality. Then came the call that changed everything. When George Lucas was casting Star Wars Episode I, The Phantom Menace, he wanted a villain unlike any before. Not just a man in mask, but a terrifying phantom with the agility of a ninja and the menace of a demon. Ray Park did not audition as an actor. He came in as a stunt coordinator. George Lucas needed someone to bring Darth Maul to life, a Sith Lord who was more than just a villain. He needed to be a physical force of nature. Ray's expertise in Wushu and Shaolin Kung Fu made him the perfect fit. As soon as Lucas saw his move, the role of Darth Maul became his. At 24 years old, Ray stepped onto the set of one of the most anticipated films in history. The character had only 3 lines of dialogue, all dubbed later by Peter Serafinovich, but none of that mattered. Ray's choreography turned Maul into a sensation. Ray's performance was all about the movement, the spins, the flips, the iconic double-bladed lightsaber duel. That fight scene on Naboo? It is still considered one of the best in Star Wars history. The double-bladed lightsaber? That was Ray's real-life Wushu staff skills in action. His final battle? One of the most beloved duels in Star Wars history. Ray Park rehearsed for months to perfect the spins, flips, and twirl of the fight, and choreographed much of it himself. Fans were obsessed with Darth Maul, but Ray's face was hidden under layers of makeup and prosthetics. He was a mystery to the world, a silent, deadly force who left audience wanting more. Even though Darth Maul died in Phantom Menace, fan reaction was so strong that Lucasfilm eventually brought him back in Clone Wars, Rebels, and even a cameo in Solo, and also through motion capture in the final season of Star Wars The Clone Wars in 2020. When Solo, a Star Wars story came out in 2018, fans were stunned to see a familiar figure appeared in hologram, Darth Maul. Yes, Ray Park returned to play the role physically, even though the voice was once again done by Sam Witwer. For fans, it was a moment of pure nostalgia and hope. Could we see more of Maul? Could Ray Park return for full series? Ray has expressed interest. He's kept in shape, kept training, and stayed active in Star Wars community. The door isn't closed. Maul's return in Clone Wars was a huge moment for fans, and Ray's physical performance brought the character back to life in a way only he could. After Star Wars, Ray Park did not disappear. He just kept transforming. Hollywood took notice of his skills, and he quickly landed more roles that showcased his physical prowess. In 2000, he appeared in X-Men as Toad, a mutant with a wicked tongue and powerful agility. Again, Park leaned into the physicality of the role, doing many of his own stunts and adding in his signature flips and kicks. He even improvised that tongue scene with the storm. This was Ray's first real speaking role, and fans finally got to hear his voice. Though, let's be honest, his tongue-whipping fight scene stole the show. Later that year, he appeared in Sleepy Hollow with Tim Burton, playing the Headless Horseman in some of the film's most intense fight scenes. Christopher Walken was the face, Ray was the body. Christopher Walken was terrified of horses, so Ray stepped in for the horseback sequences, swinging a sword while galloping through the eerie woods. Talk about the versatile performer! His movements brought the character to life in a way that terrified and thrilled audience. Park also became Snake Eyes in G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra in Retaliation. Another silent, masked warrior was perfect fit for Ray's martial arts background. The pattern was clear. When Hollywood needed a quiet force of nature, Ray Park got the call. He also played Edgar in the TV series Heroes, showing he could handle dramatic roles too. But here is an interesting tidbit. Ray had a cameo in the 2009 film Fanboys, playing a Skywalker Ranch security guard who says,
"Time for you to get moved, boy,"
while pulling out 2 nightsticks, a cheeky nod to his Darth Maul legacy. Ray Park is one of the only actors who have portrayed major characters in 3 legendary franchises: Star Wars, Marvel, and G.I. Joe, all without saying more than a handful of words. Despite his fearsome on-screen presence, Ray Park is known off-screen as one of the most approachable, down-to-earth guys in the business. He regularly attends fan conventions, often surprising audiences with spontaneous lightsaber demonstration or heartfelt Q&As. He is also an instructor. Ray has spent years teaching martial arts to the next generation, never losing touch with his roots. He even jokes about being more famous for not talking. In interviews, he is witty, passionate, and humble about the success he has had. He always gives credit to the team he works with, the fans who support him, and the legacy of martial arts. Ray Park has a Darth Maul tattoo. That's right, the man who played the Sith got inked with the face that made him famous. He is married to Lisa Park, and they have children together. But in 2020, Ray found himself in the headlines for a controversial reason. On July 24, 2020, a personal video allegedly involving Ray and his wife surfaced on his Instagram account. The post, captioned with just 3 dots, was quickly deleted, but the internet exploded with speculation. The next day, Lisa took to Instagram to address the rumors, calling them false and expressing disappointment over the drama. She shared quotes about not letting pettiness affect happiness, and the couple moved forward. It was a rare glimpse into the challenges of fame, showing that even heroes like Ray face personal struggles. Despite this, Ray has remained a beloved figure with an estimated net worth of around 5 to 7 million as of 2023. Thanks to his decades-long career in film and stunts. Let's lighten things up with some fun and rare facts about Ray Park that you probably didn't know. First, Ray's love for movies started early. Growing up in London, his family lived just 4 blocks from the Fox Uptown Theatre, a flagship cinema for MGM and Fox. As a kid, he had dreamed of being on the big screen while watching films there. Second, Ray attended the Wellington Armageddon Pulp Expo convention in New Zealand from April 15 to 17, 2005 as a special Star Wars guest, delighting fans with stories from the set. Third, here is a rare one. Ray was the stunt-double for James Remar's character Raiden in Mortal Kombat Annihilation in 1997, his first ever film role before he even landed Star Wars. And finally, Ray stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall, but his larger-than-life presence on screen makes him seem much taller. His combination of athleticism, charisma, and that Scottish charm has won him fans all over the world. Ray Park may not be a household name, but he's a legend in the world of genre film. Ray's journey is a testament to the power of passion and perseverance. From a young boy in Glasgow inspired by Bruce Lee to global icon who brought Darth Maul to life, Ray has left an incredible mark on pop culture. His roles in Star Wars, X-Men, and G.I. Joe have made him a legend in the action genre, but it's his martial arts background that truly sets him apart. Ray's ability to blend performance with combat has inspired countless aspiring martial artists and actors. And let's not forget the fans. Star Wars enthusiasts still rave about Darth Maul's return in Clone Wars. Ray physically brought depth to a character that could have been just another villain. As of 2025, Ray is 50 years old, but his legacy is timeless. Whether he is wielding a lightsaber or a ninja sword, Ray Park continues to captivate audience with his skills and heart. He represents something rare. The actor who does not need a monologue to steal a scene. The man whose body tells the story. the performer who brought physical storytelling back to blockbuster cinema. From Glasgow to a galaxy far, far away, Ray Park's story is one of the discipline, passion, and transformation. He has showed the world that even a silent warrior can speak volumes. Ray Park isn't just the man behind Darth Maul. He is a martial artist, a stuntman, an actor, and a dreamer who turned his childhood passion into a legendary career. He flipped, kicked, and slashed his way into movie history. But behind the face paint and stunts is a real man with real heart. Ray Park is more than just a Sith Lord or a silent soldier. He is a master of movement, a storyteller without words, a hero behind the mask. Ray Park's story reminds us that with hard work and dedication, you can achieve the impossible. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you. Before you go, check out other videos for more Hollywood stories. See you in the next one.